It's all gone wrong. I think I might have wrecked my road to glory. I'll tell you why it's all gone wrong for me in a sec. But first of all, welcome to episode 18, and Merry Christmas. Best wishes to you all. Thanks for joining me. At the end of the last video, I told you guys not to do the untradeable SBCs. That was my biggest piece of advice. What did I do? I did plenty of the untradeable SBCs. I did the Salah Player of the Month, as you've just seen, and currently on screen is the packs from it, which I didn't get very much back. And he probably cost me around 300,000 coins. In players that I had in my club that could have sold, and having to pick up a couple of players for chemistry. And I'm not a big fan. You can also see I got the Perlo for doing the weekly challenge of the lobbed through balls online for the no Perlo no party. And one of the reasons for doing this was not only getting a 91 rated Perlo in return that looked a decent card in a number of aspects, but you can see here from what we traded in, it probably meant getting a 91 rated card for sort of 25,000 coins. Which will be very, very good for putting into squad building challenges in the future, should we want to do them, like prime icons and such. So you can see my new squad here, and you can see I did the Salah Player of the Month. But for me, he just doesn't seem that great. This untradeable Gabriel Jesus outshines him easily. I also did the Footmas SBCs for these players that were far too expensive. Musa was about 80k, Van Dijk was nearly 100k, Munier and Wijnaldum about 40k, and Januzovic was sort of 25 to 30,000 coins. Januzovic is probably value for coins for how much he costs, but I can only get him on 8 chem without an icon centre back because of his nationality and team, and because I've sunk so many coins into these untradeable SBCs, I can't afford an icon centre back. In total, I've sunk over 600,000 coins, I think, worth of players into these SBCs. And the reason I did it was because, like I said in the last video, I was getting bored in FIFA. The daily SBCs were giving me nothing, not even any boards, any 83s. The weekly packs, squad battles rewards, and marquee matchups gave me nothing at all. So I was bored and did these SBCs, and the players didn't fit my team on full chem. I could have had enough coins for a Suarez, Aguero, Neymar, or a baby icon like Crespo or Bergkamp, or a decent Rijkaard, Pires or Blanc. Instead, I'm having to use a player like Salah, who I don't find 100% effective, and bench Januzovic. You also saw on screen there I had to cash in a lot of my investments to get Okocha in order to get Van Dijk and Jesus on full chem. And this was EA's plan: sink all your coins and then grind more or buy FIFA points. So as I said, I picked up Okocha for chemistry. Excuse me. Unfortunately, he's the only right mid icon. The alternatives were to buy Pires, Laudrup or Zanetti and play them on 7 chem. I was using Bailly and Mkhitaryan, as you can see from this team on screen, which was great, especially having the high right mid. but I had to go and do Van Dijk for some reason. Mickey also had a 5-star weak foot, which was nice. So that could have saved me 500k in having to get Okocha to fit these untradeable players into the team. I could have used that instead to get Aguero or Neymar to play up front. I did the Pirlo end of the year at SBC, as you saw, because he's a very high rated card, so he could come in handy down the road. Certainly for his price, he was actually one that was definitely worth doing. After getting Van Dijk, it seemed like I had to get Wijnaldum for the strong link in case I needed it in future. So now I have a whole bunch of special cards that I don't need. Thankfully, I've still managed to make coins in 83s and 84s that were needed for squad building challenges I wasn't doing, like selling my MLS players for the Alessandrini untradeable Footmas SPC. And picking up a lot of right backs and left backs from big leagues early on that were needed for the dailies and for a lot of the player SBCs. I could potentially have nearly 1 million coins though if I hadn't been doing these untradables this week, so I really should have listened to my own advice and had a better team. It's a shame the stamina on that Pirlo card's so bad, because otherwise it looks amazing. As you can see today, squad battles rewards, we finished Elite 1, and also there was a group Footmas SBC released, which I saw online people getting lots and lots of decent cards out of the packs for, but we'll show ours shortly, and they're not too amazing, although we did get a lot of boards. And put those 2 Christmassy kits on the squad. I haven't shown last week's squad battles rewards packs, or the marquee matchups packs, or the packs from the Icon edition. I also haven't been showing the Footmas SBC packs. One reason was mostly because I did the daily SBCs on the companion app rather than logging in and doing it on the game. And the other reason I didn't have any footage recorded was because they were all awful. My pack luck was terrible last week. Didn't get any boards, any walkouts or high rated players or anything that was really selling for a lot of coins. So I haven't included last week's packs. For the rest of this video though, I think we'll show all the packs from this week, if you're interested in looking at them, to see what we got. One of the possibly notable pack pulls was the lone player this week was actually 90 rated David Silva. Not really a meta player for FIFA, so not quite sure how usable he'll be, but a big pull, and someone that's at least quite high rated and could be decent. You'll have seen our other big pull was Eric Bailly, the Man U defender that we sold the previous week. So that wasn't bad. Another 25 to 30,000 coins, I think, for him is what he was going for. Koke 2 could be worth a bit, but for now, guys, I'm going to sign off and leave you with the packs, and maybe see you next time. Cheers.